friends, my name is Maureen. Let's get started on this cute little project. For this project, you're going to be needing two balls, and I bought these two balls at the Dollar Tree. One of them is a small soccer foam ball, and the other one is a small baseball ball, also a foam ball. I am painting them with a dark green paint just to neutralize the colors that are on it, and also to use as a background to what I'm going to be adhering to it. With my hot glue, I am going to be gluing some reindeer moss. I did purchase this reindeer moss at my local craft store. I found that using the hot glue was the fastest way for this process. However, you do have to be careful with your fingers. You may also use some liquid school glue such as Elmer's glue for this process. However, let me give you the heads up, it will be a little messier. Once completed, I'm going around and checking any spots that may be needing a little extra. And at the same time, I'm pressing everything down with my hands. And using a small spray bottle, I'm spraying a little bit of water onto the moss. This is going to help the moss to stay compressed and to look lively. We're going to be repeating the exact same process with the second ball, which is the smaller ball. Let me know if you like this project. You could do that by giving it a thumbs up, and also let me know in the comments. Are you on Instagram? On my description box, you're going to find my Instagram link. Let's go ahead and connect on Instagram, and you could see a little bit more of the behind the scenes day-to-day life. Now I'm using a thick wire to connect these two foam grass balls. And what I'm doing right now is that I'm poking the hole using that wire, that thick wire, and then I'm going to lift it out, add some hot glue, put it back in there. That way everything is nicely secured. And as you could see, I'm going to be repeating the same process using the smaller ball. And at the end, we're going to end up with the larger ball on the bottom and the smaller ball on the top. And this is going to serve as the body and the head for a bunny. And now the body for this bunny topiary, it is completely done. However, it does need a little tail. To add this tail, I'm going to be using a large pom-pom. I'm going to be adding some hot glue onto the pom-pom, and then I'm going to be gluing the same reindeer moss to it. For this process, I have been using a low temperature glue gun. This has been a lot easier for my hands. Once my little pom-pom is completely covered, I'm going to be gluing it directly to the back of this cute little bunny form. That was really cute. I love adding his little tail. But now he's also going to be needing some large floppy ears. To create his ears, I am using some wired jute twine, and I'm shaping it to the shape desired. And obviously we're going to be needing two of those identical ones. Up next, I'm going to be taking some burlap fabric. I'm going to be adding some hot glue to the outline of the ear, which is on top of the wired jute twine, and I'm going to be pressing it directly onto my burlap fabric. And after adding some hot glue to the very top of that wired jute twine, I'm going to fold that over onto the burlap fabric. This way I have some burlap fabric on each side of the ear, keeping that wired jute twine inside. Now all that's left to do is to cut around that wired jute twine, that way revealing the shape of the ear. Now I'm going to be using the handle of a paintbrush to poke a hole onto the head of my bunny, directly where I want the ear to be glued into. And once I created the hole, I'm going to be repeating the process by adding some hot glue into the hole and then poking that ear into place. Now I'm going to be repeating the process by adding the second ear. And now that our bunny topiary has some ears, we're going to be adding a cute little bow around his neck. And for this, I've chosen to use some neutral color wired ribbon, and I'm going to be just adding kind of like a knot on first. And we're going to be giving this ribbon a finished look by cutting a dovetail shape onto the end of each side of this ribbon. For this next step, might be easier for you to understand by just looking at it than to just by me explaining it. And for this step, I am going to be using about 8 inches of ribbon, and I'm going to be creating a loop by gluing end to end and pinching it directly in the middle. Next, I'm going to be cutting a little strip of ribbon, and I'm going to be using it as the middle part for my bow. Now I'm going to be adding this bow directly on top of the knot that I created with the other ribbon, and now our bow will be complete. This bunny is looking mighty cute, but I think he needs a little something in the middle of that bow. With my hot glue, I am going to be attaching this brooch that is more of a neutral shade. And I think we're almost done. I am going to address my attention now to the ears. I want to be able to make the ears look similar to the bow. So I am going to be creating a smaller shape to fill my ears in. And as you could see, I made some ovals to go inside those ears. I'm going to be using some hot glue to just glue them onto place. And ta-da! Our sweet little bunny is done. Let's see the finished product.